So we have seen that phage viruses are replicated by two different ways. One is the lysogenic cycle and other is the lactic cycle. What is the difference between them? Which one is the more advantages? What are the advantages and disadvantages of both of them? Why sometimes the virus is reproduced through the lytic cycle and sometimes this is reproduced by the lysogenic cycle? First of all, the lytic cycle, it is the virulent stage of the virus. The release of the virus burst and kill the host cell. In the lysogenic cycle, it is very virulent and most of the time the death occurs in the lysogenic cycle. However, the lytic cycle, it becomes a part of the body of the host. It is the temperate phage and the viral DNA integrates into the host genome, which is also called as the provirus. We have just seen in the last slide that the bacterial genome and it integrates inside the viral genome, which was in red in color, and then it will become the provirus. It can be transmitted into the daughter cells and different kinds of, most of the time the large number of the proviruses are produced and their DNAs and their capsid and the assembly can be produced and then they can initiate the lytic cycle in response to the environmental signals. So here the environmental signals will decide what is the position of the host and whether the host is under stress conditions, whether there is some other intermediate infection of the bacteria or parasite is there. So under the stress conditions, the virus will become as virulent stage and lytic cycle can also come. Otherwise, it will be just released from the body towards the environment. Here are two different cycles, the lytic cycle and the lysogenic cycle and their comparison. Just you see the absorption on the lytic cycle and then attachment with the cell wall. Next is the entry. The genetic material is going to inside the body. Here the absorption and then the production of different kind of the cells, different kind of the nucleic acid, which will give rise toward the replication and replication will give rise to the different assembly of the different bacteriophages here and then they can be released from the body just like this in the lytic cycle after the death. However, in the lysogenic cycle, they will be just entry inside the body and then they will become prophage. This is called provirus. And then they will be just become into the daughter cells and then daughter cells give rise to more daughter cells and there are a large number of cells will be produced. And then it will also give rise because there are a large number of viruses are already present here. Then it can also give rise to lytic cycle and this can become the virulent. Here are some advantages and disadvantages of the lytogenic and the lysogenic cycles. What are the advantages? Why we sometimes there is the lysogenic cycle and sometimes there is the lytic cycles. So lytic cycles, the replication of the new viruses is very fast as compared to the lysogenic virus. Because this is the virulent stage, of course, the production, replication of the new viruses will be the very fast. However, there is a limitation that host is immediately killed because this is a virulent stage and preventing the viral genome from passing on to the next generation of the host cell. The host will be immediately killed. However, at the other side, the lysogenic cycle, many more viruses can be made because the viral genome is passed on to the future generation of the host cell. It is different from the lytic cycle and the replication also takes place longer because it is dependent on the host cell's replication. Of course, this is not as fast as the lytic cycle we have just studied, but it is very slow and therefore it is not capable, sometimes most of the time not capable to kill the host, so it can be converted into generation after generation.